What's going on? Corey Lennox here for Piano with Corey. So today I thought it'd be a fun idea to take you on a tour around my brand new music room. I love setting up my music space. It's one of my favorite parts about moving. I'm always like, let me get to the music room. Let me set up my keyboards and guitars and stuff. Whereas, important places like the kitchen and living room, those are all like, we'll get to those. So basically I've been dating Anna for about 2 years now, and then we got engaged. And so now it's time to actually pull the trigger, get our first place. We're getting married in a few months. So without further ado, let's go on to the room tour here. And let's start with the centerpiece. This is the main event right here. Boosh! My nice workstation keyboard. I love this thing. It's got weighted keys, so it actually feels like a real piano. And of course it's got, tons and tons of sounds, from pianos to like pads, that kind of thing, to synths. Ooh, let's get some strings going. Yeah, I could tinker around on this all day long. This is going to be like a 20-hour video. So let's keep on moving. I'm going to cut myself off. And over here we've got my treble clef sculpture. I love this thing. How many people can say they've got a treble clef just chilling in the corner of their room? No one, man. It's awesome. Up here we've got my First Kiss star chart here. This thing right here is called a recording interface. And what this does is it gets sounds into the computer. Right, so you can plug in a mic or a guitar or a keyboard or something, and you just USB, it goes into the computer. These are called monitor speakers. They're supposed to be like a very accurate representation of what you're hearing. So it's not supposed to be like, oh, sick bass or whatever. It's just supposed to be very, very accurate and very what they call flat. So this is good for mixing, mastering, all that stuff that I'm frankly kind of terrible at. Up here we've got my moon lamp, which I think is out of batteries. That's kind of lame. There we go. Check that out. Yeah, it looks way cooler when the lights are off. Then we've got my candle. I love having a good candle as I work. And I always have to have it as like a cinnamon or brown sugar, maple, that kind of smell. So right here I just sort of settled for hazelnut. That's what they had. Then over here, this is a birthday card handwritten by one of my favorite bands. Check this out. And the band is called Marillion, as you can see. They're not super well known here in the US, they're much bigger in the UK, but they've been around since the 80s and they're just incredible. You should check them out if you haven't heard them. But Anna basically, for my birthday last year, I was turning 30 and I was feeling kind of bummed. But what she did was she reached out to all my favorite bands and she was like, hey, my boyfriend's turning 30, he loves your music, could you just write him a little birthday wish or something in an email so I can print it out for him? So one of my other favorite songwriters did that, Neil Morse. But Marillion actually sent in a birthday card that they all signed, which is just, they so go the extra mile for their fans. I love that. Okay, we'll just go a little faster through these next few. Random Lighthouse, Berkeley degree, which is awesome. Most expensive piece of paper you'll ever see. We got this, which was gifted to me by one of my best friends, Justin McKelvin. He was like, dude, this makes me think of you, this musical master just standing there and all these instruments are swirling around. I'm so flattered by that. A Dream Theater clock. Again, another lesser known band for some of you probably, but they are incredible. And then let's rotate. Oh, by the way, I don't have a chair yet, so I'm just using this cajon, which is basically a drum that you sit on, and it makes like a bass sound if you hit it down low, and it makes a snare sound up high. So you can lay down some sick beats. If you watched my Taylor Swift video, you saw this one. Down here is my highly organized musical bucket of goodies. So I've got like condenser mics, I got a shaker, tambourine, EBO, if you know what this is. This thing is amazing. Another just vocal mic there, so all kinds of stuff. Let's rotate it around here. We've got my Ibanez guitar on the wall. I had to wait I think a year for this thing. They were out of stock for a while. But I really wanted, I just think it looks so beautiful, and I know I like Ibanez's because I had a blue one for about 10 years or so that I really enjoyed. So I got it, I'm super stoked about it. It goes up on the wall, because that's what you do when you're proud of something. I got my keytar over here. You've seen this in my, not the Fur-Elise one, I borrowed Brandon's. Which one? The Ariana Grande one. I use this keytar. We got the bass. It's a bass. And then up here is a collage made by one of my good friends, Hannah, who made this all the way back in high school. This is my rock band, Surreal. And I don't know if I want to show this to you guys, but if you zoom in, you can see little Corey rocking out on guitar there with the long hair and the tie-dye. I used to wear like PJ pants to school every day. I think I'm wearing PJ pants in this. I should get back to that. I wonder how Anna would feel. And then here's another one of me with super long hair. But yeah, just a really cool collage that I've always really treasured and I always make sure to put up. And then over here, you may be asking yourself, what the heck is this trapezoid looking thing? Well, this is a hammered dulcimer. And yeah, if you're confused by it, you're not alone. I don't think most people know what this is. But it's really cool. You got the strings across it, and it's basically laid out in scales. Like you get half the scale on one side and half the scale on the other. Let me put down one of these. So yeah, you can just sort of play through. Ooh, or one of my favorite songs ever, Coldplay. Love this thing, it's beautiful. But yeah, I think at this point you've seen the whole room. Let me give you a 360 here. Panorama, however you say that. How do you say that? If you know how to say that word, drop it in the comments so I can be educated and know how to say things. Alright, and while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other videos. I've done a lot of good stuff and I'm going to keep on making great content for you guys. Until next time, this is Corey Lennox for Piano with Corey. Piano on.